Hey, folks. Uh, Food for thought, wisdom not my own. What you are not changing, you are choosing. And that is a very factual statement. If you're not actively changing a situation, then you are choosing it. Uh, Even if it's just acceptance of it. And I think that's where a lot of us are at right now. A lot of people have that defeatist attitude. I can't change it. I'm powerless to change it. Well, that's a fallacy, and that's what they want you to believe. Um, and in the off chance that you can't change it, guess what? You still have the option to walk away. And yes, that entails a lot with it. I'm not saying that's easy. I'm just saying it's an option on the table. So again, what you are not changing, you are choosing. And then you're going to have some people out here saying, oh, well, I am trying to change it. I'm advocating for this, and I'm, talking about that, and I'm guilty of the same thing. I'm doing it right now. But all you're doing is talking about it. You can't just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk. A lot of people out here are saying, oh, well, I'm standing up for these rights, for this set of people. They've been marginalized. And I'm not saying you're wrong, because you're not at all wrong. But a lot of you are using the same tactics to get your point across that you claim to be standing against. And you're not even realizing it. And it's very dangerous. I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. These people are devious. There has to be somebody at the top, because there's no way. I refuse to believe this is just human nature for us to be like this. I see too many signs that it's engineered this way. I don't know who's at the top. I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's lizard men or aliens or, the cabal, the Illuminati, whatever. I don't care. Pick your poison. All I know is somebody is pulling strings. And they're very, very good at it. They will hide things. They'll say, oh, we hear the people. We're going to give you what you want, what you're crying out for. And they'll pass a new law or a new ordinance, and this is what you wanted, right? And if you give it, really getting tired of this adware stuff. Anyway, if you give it more than just a second's thought, you're like, well, hold up. That sounds like what I want, but no, because the way that works is it's going to cause this instead. And I can think of a million examples, but my personal favorite is recycling and plastic in the environment, okay? First off, they allow these plastics to be made, and they allow this ruse of this recycling system. And again, you can call that conspiracy theory all you want, but it's facts. I mean, you can look this up. There's a lot of things with that little symbol in it that can't be recycled, but they still allow it. And enough people raised their voice, and they got together and they say, hey, we care about the environment. Can we do something about this plastic? There's an island of it floating out in the ocean. You don't have to be a tree hugging hippie to say that's a problem. And their response is, okay, we're going to ban plastic straws and plastic bags. That's a punishment. That's to inconvenience the people. Do you think that hurts corporations? No, they don't have to spend money on bags or straws to give out to you. Is it hurting them? Not a bit. The laws didn't change for them. They're still allowed to package everything they produce in plastic. They're allowed to produce out of plastic. So these changes aren't affecting them. That is the people at the top threatening us. Clear as day. You annoy us enough, we'll give you what you want. But it'll be like one of them messed up genies that you got to be real careful, because they'll make you pay for it. And right now, that was just a matter of inconvenience. But we're getting angry. We're starting to raise our voices about some other things. I was not kidding on that video I made, last week. Be prepared. Why do you think some of them are building bunkers? Because they know it's coming, and they are going to go full scorched earth. It is not going to be pretty. There is going to be punishment. But that's where we're at. We either accept it and keep going in a way that's clearly unsustainable, or we rise up and get punished for it. But that really is the option, folks. What you are not changing, you are choosing. I really need that to sink in. I myself, in my personal life, I had a decision to make today. And there's a situation that I've been trying to change, and to no avail. And I have done everything that I can think of to make it change within my moral boundaries. And it has not worked. So now I'm getting ready to make the choice to walk away. And it's very hard, and it puts me in a bad spot. But again, the realization, if I'm not changing it, I'm choosing it. And since I was unable to change it, the option becomes accept it or walk away. And again, it sounds very easy, to say. Neither way is easy. Anyone looking for the easy out, I'm sorry, there isn't one. It comes down to a choice. And for some reason, we are making the choices that are not in our best interest, and we need to stop and think about that a lot harder than we have been. And we're all guilty of that, all of us. Again, it's not going to change until we realize the reality of the problem. And as I always say, I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be smarter than anybody. That's why I'm doing this. Because somewhere out there, somebody much smarter than me knows a lot more about how to fix it. And all we got to do is listen to that person and be like, okay, problem solved. On to the next. You find the next expert. But I'm pretty sure that the majority of us can agree the way things are right now are not working. So let's change it. I don't want to choose it. It's my pep talk for the day. All right, so think it over. Have a good one.